Disney's 2022 D23 Expo in Anaheim, California is right around the corner, and there's a lot to expect out of this fan event. But I want to discuss some potential surprises that we could possibly see coming out of this event. So thank you for joining me here. Take a seat and let's chat. Welcome to the Hub and Spoke. Now, just to get a few of the expected items out of the way that everybody has been talking about, I do believe that Tron Light Cycle Run will be opening in the Magic Kingdom in mid-November. Before that, I think the Walt Disney World Railroad will open in October once the overhead pathway work is fully complete at Tron. And then over at Disneyland, I do think that Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway will probably open in spring 2023. All of these openings will also impact the closure of Splash Mountain in both parks. Over in Disneyland, Splash Mountain will likely close once Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway opens next year. And over in Walt Disney World at the Magic Kingdom, Splash Mountain will likely close in November when Tron opens. And one of the surprise topics I want to talk about is actually related to Splash Mountain in Magic Kingdom. Currently, the New Orleans Bayou theme doesn't really fit well with Frontierland. So I do think we could see a larger than expected retheming that will encompass a small portion of Adventureland next to Pirates of the Caribbean. This small area could be themed to a New Orleans French Quarter style street, similar to New Orleans Square over at Disneyland. They could have a beignet shop there and maybe even a small quick service restaurant. There is also a lot of room around Splash Mountain itself. The queue area will of course be rethemed, and the exit of the ride will also be rethemed into a New Orleans style architecture. Now, staying in the Magic Kingdom, another surprise that I think we might hear about is related to the Dalmatians that have recently appeared in the Firehouse on Main Street. Currently, during the 50th anniversary of the Magic Kingdom and the Walt Disney World Resort, we do have the Fab 50 statues scattered throughout all four parks. Those provide an interactive element now that the Magicband Pluses have been released for guests to purchase and use throughout the parks. Now, after the 50th anniversary, I don't know what's going to happen with those Fab 50 statues. They may stick around for a little bit, but I do think Disney is going to look towards some kind of new interactive game in the parks. Previously, there was the Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom, which allowed guests to go around the Magic Kingdom park and interact with different elements as a fun little interactive game. I don't think it's any coincidence that the Firehouse used to be the starting point for the Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom. Now, Disney could add Dalmatians throughout the park or even throughout all four parks. Once guests find a Dalmatian and interact with it, they could receive some kind of card or achievement inside the Play Disney app. I do think we will start to see a lot more interactive virtual experiences like this throughout the parks as Disney continues to get more mobile and more interactive for guests that may not be spending all of their time waiting in lines. Over on the West Coast, there is something that is fairly possible, and that is the retheming of Tarzan's Treehouse. Now, currently, it's a complete mystery of what this could be, but I do think it's a pretty good chance that Encanto could be coming to Disneyland as a new Antonio's Treehouse that is very similar to his bedroom from the Encanto movie. Over in Tomorrowland of Disneyland, I do think that we're going to hear a little bit more about the potential overhaul, but I think the one big announcement that we could see is the reopening of the People Mover. Now, this is a fan favorite ride over at the Magic Kingdom in Walt Disney World, and it was a fan favorite over at Disneyland before it closed. And now I do think Disney has been holding the People Mover in their back pocket as a way to kind of counteract a more unwelcome announcement that they could possibly be making. There has been rumors of a potential Frozen expansion of Fantasyland at Disneyland, and I do think that it's about time that the Matterhorn may be coming to an end. Recently, the Matterhorn bobsleds have been closing every few months for several months at a time, and I do believe that the structure and the ride itself could be closing and getting torn down to be replaced by something new. Over in Hong Kong, they're currently creating a complete Frozen land that does feature a mountain with Elsa's ice castle. This mountain could be a glimpse at what we could see replacing the current Matterhorn mountain in Disneyland. If my wild brain has come up with something that does come true, I think we can all anticipate major backlash from fans. And something Disney will want to do is try to quiet down that backlash with some more positive announcements, which is why I think the People Mover is something they've been holding on to. Another surprise announcement that I think they could make at Disney's California Adventure is the addition of their exoskeleton suit that they've been working on for many years now. Right now we have She-Hulk on Disney Plus, and I think this is a perfect way to bring Hulk into Avengers Campus. It would be a little strange to bring Hulk and not She-Hulk. I'm not really sure how they're going to bring She-Hulk into the parks. Another announcement that I think they might make back over on the East Coast in Walt Disney World is the return of Happily Ever After in a more permanent form. Now this will of course happen after the 50th anniversary, and I do think the nostalgic addition to Disney's Enchantment that is currently running at the Magic Kingdom is something that we could expect happen in the other parks for the 100th Disney Company anniversary. Some sort of show in each park that demonstrates the creation of the parks, each CEO that helped open the parks, and the major Imagineers that created the parks. For Disneyland, this will of course be Walt Disney. In the Magic Kingdom, this is of course Roy and Walt Disney. Over at Disney Paris, we'll have Eisner. Over at Shanghai, we'll have Iger. I think something along those lines could probably be expected unless they go just the same nostalgic route as they currently have at the Magic Kingdom for all of the parks around the world. So that's it. That's the surprises that I think we might see happen at D23 this year. Is the Matterhorn idea just a little too blue sky? Do you think a Frozen Land will be welcome in Disneyland? Be sure to leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts and what are your wildest ideas of what could be announced at D23 this year. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel so that you can be notified when new videos come out very soon. Thanks for spending time here with me today in my corner of the internet. See you real soon.